everybody. So I welcome everybody for this session on JSP, that is Java Server Pages. So today we will discuss one of the subtopics in JSP, that is JSP directives. Okay. See, what is directives, right? See, these directives are pre-processing commands to the JSP engine, right? Why it is used? See, as you know, in the life cycle of JSP, the end product of the JSP is nothing but the servlet. See, the JSP get translated to the servlet, right? So before JSP translating to the servlet, these commands are processed, right? What commands? These directives are processed. For example, if you want to import any packages, right, before JSP translation, right, you can import all the programs, all the packages in your current JSP program, right? Or if you want to provide any information to this JSP page, before the JSP page get translated to the servlet, so you can set the information, okay, right? So how to define these directives? So we are going to define these directives. So by using this, directives. See here, this is a syntax here of defining the directives. Here you're going to, this is the opening tag, right? This is the closing tag, right? So we are going to use this @ symbol, right? Then the directive name, right? So here we have three types of directives. Three types of directives we have here. One that is, we call it as a page directive. Second one is the include directive. Third one is the tag lib directive. See, what is this? See, we will see all these three directives. First one is the page directives. So what is this page directive? How you're going to define this page directive? See, you're going to define this page directive in this way, right? So here, the opening tag, closing tag, right? And this @ symbol, page, the directive name. Here, attribute. See, what is this attribute? Attributes are nothing but a property of a tag. Why we are going to use this attribute? To provide the input values to the tag. Suppose that if this particular tag needs any input value, you're going to use this attribute. For example, for an image tag, right? So what is the properties of an image tag? Height, width. Suppose if you want to set the width of an image, you're going to use the width. If you want to set the height of the image, you're going to use the height, right? Now, so this is how you are going to use this page attribute, right? See, the page directive defines the attributes that applies to an entire JSP page. See, the page itself is nothing but it is a current page. So we are going to define the attributes for this page so that the attributes will be applied for an entire page. Okay. See, so we have many attributes in the JSP page. See, suppose that if you want to import any packages into the current JSP, you're going to use this import. You're going to use this import attribute. And if you want to set any content type, right, to the JSP, you can use this attribute content type. And we have, if you want to provide any information to the page, you can use this info. Suppose that if you want to set the buffer, that is what do you say, that print writer object, that is out. If you want to set the size of a buffer, you can use this buffer object. If you want to auto flush, you can use this buffer content, you can use this auto flush upload, right? So if you want to set the language for this JSP, you can use this language. And if you want to handle the current errors in this JSP, that is runtime errors in the JSP, you can use these two attributes, that is called as error page and is error page. These two attributes we are going to use in conjunction with each other. And we have a session attribute to set the session for the current JSP, right? And we have is thread safe attribute, right? To set whether you want to handle multiple threads or single thread. See, in the servlet, you have studied single thread model interface, right? What is that single thread model interface? Handling one request at a time. So if you want to handle multiple requests, right, you're going to set this attribute as true, right? If you want, right, to handle single request at a time, you're going to set it as true. Sorry, default it is true. That is, what do you say, that multiple request. If you want to handle single request at a time, you're going to set it as true. So is expression language ignored? What is this is expression language ignored? Suppose that if you want to ignore the expressions that you're using in your current JSP page, you can set to true. If it is false, what happens? So it is going to if it is false, what happens? You're going to evaluate the expression, right? So all this, we have all these attributes. So we are going to study all these attributes in details one by one. Okay. So the first attribute we'll see, the import attribute, right? See, import attribute. So why we are going to use this import attribute? So if you want to import any class interface, right, or all the members of the package, you're going to use this import, right? So how to use this import package? See here, import java.util, right? By giving the package name here, import, right? It is just like how you're going to use the import in the Java, right? How you're going to import in Java? That is like import java.util.star, import java.lang.star. In the same way, you're going to import the package, right? So I'll just show you one small example here. See, I'll go to this NetBeans. See here, I created one package. I created one JSP application, that is info, right? Within this JSP application, I created one index.jsp, right? This is I created one index.jsp page. See here, I'll just show you how to use the import attribute. See, this is where I use this import attribute here. So at the page directive, see here, at the page directive, I have to use this import java.util.star, right? Suppose that if this package, you think that you don't have this package, right? See, it means that what does this particular line tell? So you are importing the util.star package within this current JSP program, right? Current JSP is this index.jsp. In index.jsp, you are importing this package, right? So what happens here? Here you just see here, this is what you call as an expression tag, right? We have discussed about this expression tag. So using this expression tag, you are going to print the today's date and time. See here, you're going to create an instance of this class called data, right? Right? Then you're going to print today's date and time. See, suppose that if you're not importing this package, what happens? See, I'm not importing this package, right? See here, you just see what happens. Here, you're going to get this error, cannot find the symbol, right? So now what I'll do, how to import a package, I told page, right? How to import a package? Import java.util.star. Or if you want to import a particular class, if you want to import a particular class, you can use like this. See, not only if you want to import multiple packages, simple it is, just you separate with a comma, import, right? Import equals to import dot otherwise java.sql.star. So here, in this way, you can import multiple packages, right, by separating with this comma, right? This is how to use this import attribute.